Welcome to the Ponderous Brick Thinker. This is a sketch episode continuing incorporating detailed bricks into this initial sketch. Previous episode, it has led to this wall construction, and I just wish to continuing developing this idea. Right off, I notice here it's kind of subtle, and if there was a series of fenestrations, it would be more obvious, but let me see if I can make it more obvious with this idea. Here, oops, one more thing. I'm giving myself 30 minutes so that I can try and move things along without trying to stop and really think about things. Hopefully this will help me just think on the fly in the future so that it doesn't take too long to, or just really get stuck on a thought. Um, One surprising thing is that, well, last episode almost took 30 minutes, but again, I was stopping along the way, kind of thinking things through. Um, and that would just help me just try and get things flowing. So I did look in advance. My collection doesn't have the single wide, um, three long reverse slope. So I'm wondering if I push it out, how will that look? I might have the more from my collection. Let's see. Something like that. Here we go. I kind of like how that looks. Let's see. What are you? This. I put you in the front, and it's going to be ultimately it will be 6, but I haven't switched that out yet. And then these go in front. Oops. You can see more of the detail. There is that, well, maybe it's just how I placed it, but here should complete that. Now it's more obvious, and it does seem from this point it starts opening it up. Different layers. Probably can go higher. Let me see how that looks. Let me connect this. I will probably keep it lower even though it's not complete, but it kind of takes away from the opening, that now there's something greater to look at. Just make it more open, and having it lower might seem okay to leave it there. Let me see how it looks with enclosing it at a point. This is for the other fenestrations. Not so great. It does make it more cleaner, but it changes the angle here to make that point. So I think we'll leave it flat. But the flat doesn't quite do it for me either. Hmm. I thought I took one out. Okay, so what about this on the bottom? Huh, I thought I just had it. Unless I put that reverse slope back in here. Okay. Oh, oops there. That's almost okay. This does match the fenestration angle, but it does make it more rounded, but almost like a hot air balloon shape. And while this is more sharp. Okay. And then the other option not that option. Just now to deal with it. And that will depend on what's going to happen above this level, but I think that'll be okay. Let me mirror it on this side and see how it looks. Actually, let's see. I do want more detail. Oop. It's a little bit more complex column design, far more intensive, but it is kind of following the general shape of it, of the fenestration, I mean. Oops. Okay. Let's see how it looks with all the columns looking like that. It's also true, I would need to end the wall here. Still make it you there. I guess I can just put it like that. Alright. Okay, I'll leave it like that and then see on the reverse side how the interior can look, so that way it can be useful for designs that look on the inside as well and not just like an exterior shell. I think that one. This side. Not this one. Hmm. So this design does incorporate several slopes, but not since this design also, you know, relies on these double whites. It just depends on what you have in your collection to make it work. I think that was hiding. Um, it does look a lot more busy. It could probably also be a lot more dramatic with the different colors. Um, Let me check something with the lighting. Bit more dramatic shadow play. Just on the front. Hmm. Okay. Hmm. Let's see the interior. We can still have these for something interesting because it could be just a column. And that's what usually happens in real world, where there's a column that's thicker and then the membrane or the wall is in between them. And then the fenestration is the thinnest, the non-existent part of the membrane. So that can track. What is this actual? No, it's there. Just kind of funny. I don't think it's going to be as busy on the inside as it is going to be on the outside. I think I'll have to come up with a better system. When it's all white, it's hard to distinguish each shape. Or all a single color. But since with my little tubs have the different types of bricks, kind of makes it easier to go and pull them out. And then this will lead into a cross beam to make the hallway or room. There. Now I have this kind of big deal here. Do I like that? It becomes the more solid part. Everything else is kind of subdivided depending on the shape of the bricks. This is the largest surface compared to here. Yeah, this feels like it's largest. Oh, I didn't realize it was an empty void there. Oops. Huh. Okay, and then this. And do I top it off like that? It interferes, so. Kind of like this winnowing away. But it pops it out even more. Okay, let's see. Let me complete it on both sides. Oh, I just need one, but there. Okay. Oh. Here. Might as well complete that one. Let's see if I put you here. And then here. Just want to make sure that everything's catching each other so like a corner doesn't fall off. For the actual design, it will depend on what's going on to the side or and above this thought. So, how does it look like with, what was the, oops. Oh man, time's up. Let me see if I can just finish this part here. So it looks like I might be running low on these slopes, so it might not be my ultimate design yet. Let's see what else here. See, I don't think I put too many of those 3 blocks here. There. Okay. So that's how it would look like with, you have something else starting here, and then you have the edge. Okay, so it's very bulgy on the outside. Um, Inside's a little bit cleaner. Maybe this would also work well with the when the columns were just more simple. But then you don't always have to have this, and you can have more finite or more simple detail there. And if you have the long, or the sorry, the single wide, 3 long slopes, reverse slopes, you can also keep it close to the wall and not as bulgy. I am curious how it looks with just the too long. Let's see. Oops. Kind of prefer this one just because it matches the angles a bit more. But then again, if there's something going on, this can lead to whatever the upper level is gonna be. Okay. Well, that was fun because time went by quickly. I think, I would like to have each sketch episode develop its own idea. I might finish this offline or just complete it and then show before moving on to the next idea. And I think I will have another idea just to play along with this and see what else I can do. I do want to use more of change of direction bricks just because I have little experience with them, and I just want to have it in my skill set to be able to do it on my own designs that, oh yeah, this will be a good spot for this kind of brick. All right. Well, glad you can join me for this episode. See you next time.